Hello, everybody. I'm super excited today. We have Anton Voruniuk. I've done my best to pronounce your surname correctly, joining us today. You've got a really interesting story that I want to dig deeply on. Before we go into that, do you want to say hello and tell us a little bit about you and your agency?
Hello, Janusz. I'm really happy to be with you today. As you mentioned, my name is Anton Voruniuk. I'm Chief Executive Officer of WebPromo Experts Academy and Chief Business Development Officer of WebPromo. WebPromo is one of the biggest Ukrainian digital marketing agency. We are 15 years on the market. We are working with the global clients like Vodafone, Sanofi, Bayer, and so on. We are helping them with SEO, PPC. We are doing really good performance marketing. And to share our expertise is our other passion. So we also have in our group of company educational project, Web Promo Experts. First, it was just in Ukraine. Now we are also teaching globally, and we have 300,000 students on Udemy.
Wow. Firstly, you're in Ukraine. We stand with Ukraine, and obviously, we're so sorry to hear what's going on in your country at the moment. How's it been for you? How's it been running a business through all of this, firstly?
Honestly, we really appreciate support. We appreciate support from the Europe, from the United States, from the global world. If you talk about Ukrainian business, at first it dropped dramatically. It was dropped like 50, 70%. Now it's coming back, but at the same time, we understand when you have blackouts, Russia is still bombing us. They're still making a lot of rockets. Team has regular issues with internet connection, with electricity, and so on. The job conditions, they are not perfect. But at the same time, we are transforming. We are searching for new opportunities, for global opportunities. We started collaboration with other international agencies, getting the first client globally. We started outreach them. We made our educational activity more efficient, and that's why we can tell that yes, Ukraine feels now struggling. At the same time, we understand that we will win. The main question when, and to win, we need to help economy to strive, and that's why we are doing our business. We are helping people. We are paying salaries. We are searching global opportunities, and this is what we are doing right now.
Lovely. Well, amazing that your business is going well, and you're expanding globally. You've got quite a large team. That's right.
If you talk about the WebPromo group altogether, WebPromo and WebPromo Experts is 150 people.
150 people. All right. So we're not actually here to talk about the agency today. I think you started a separate venture or a different type of business model within and from the agency. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, sure. The first we started Web Promo Experts 10 years ago. On the 27th of November, we will have happy birthday. We will have 10 years. So how did it start? We first had our own approach. We need to run through the Google certifications. Each year we need to pass Google Analytics certification, Google Ads certification, and so on. That's how we've got our first courses internally. They were for preparing our employees for Google Analytics individual qualification, Google Ads individual qualification, any other certifications that we need to pass for Google, Facebook, etc. And these courses were really pretty good, and we decided, let's try to put them on market and see how it works. That's how the Academy of Promo Experts was born. The first course started on the 27th of November in 2012, and during this time we have over 10,000 students, and this helps us to build a really prominent brand. If we talk about how it works for our business in our group, yes, the Promo Experts is independent business, but it works also in fruitful collaboration with agency. We have a rather big funnel in content marketing that helps both agency and academy. If we talk about digits, we have 1.5 million traffic on the website. This is SEO traffic, social media, and so on. So 1.5 at the beginning. After that, we get audience on our webinars and online conferences. If you will ask about the promo experts in Ukraine, everyone will say these guys that are doing great webinars in digital marketing, and we are providing like regular online conferences. And here we have 100,000 people on our webinars annually. So a lot of people are visiting our webinars, and this is free webinars, free online conferences. The next is the final step of the B2C funnel. We have like 2, 3, 5K, depends on the year, of students that bought our courses and start doing something with us. It's the final step of B2C funnel. On the other hand, we have B2B funnel, 50 to 100 new contracts for the agency, 50 to 100 new contracts for corporate trainings for web promo experts. And this is how it works altogether. On the one hand, we have like B2C funnel, because you can't get 1.5 million of traffic and do just B2B because it's inconvenient. You need to sell something B2C. It's our online courses. We have 20 online courses in Ukrainian. We have recordings, we have videos online, and so on. On the other hand, it's a big part of B2B business, because with our B2B clients, we are working for a long term time. For example, with BNP Paribas, we are working from 2011 for 11 years. With Auchan, we're working for 6 years. With Sanofi for 4 years, and so on. So we are working with big brands for a long period of time, and this is how it works in our business. We have B2C part, which is mostly about education, and we have B2B part, which is about education. We talk about corporate trainings, when some big corporate comes to us and asks to help them with any activity. And on other hand, we have agency business, which helps with SEO, PPC, analytics, conversion rate optimization, and so on. So this is how it works in Ukraine.
Okay, so if I understand correctly, you have your agency, you get a ton of leads because of all the content marketing and webinars and the various funnels that you have in place. Some of that work,
but it's a long-term funnel. You need to understand that we have connections. When somebody, today we are recording with you interview, and we have like a discussion with our client. How did you know about us? And he tells, do you remember this interview in 2014? 2014 with this guy. Yes, I remember this. So I was subscribed to your Facebook account from 2014, and now it's 2021, 7 years later. I've decided that yes, you're a really good guy. Let's start collaboration as agency. So it can be like 2, 3, 5, 7, 10 years long-term tail, and this is how it works in B2B.
Okay, so on the B2C side, so this is digital training delivered to the consumer, to the masses. You mentioned 300,000. Did I hear that number right? 300,000 people subscribed.
If we talk about Udemy, it's another story. It's our startup for international approach. Yes, we have 300,000 students on Udemy right now.
Yeah. Okay. So let's dive into that because that feels very different, right? That feels like that was a bold move to go from delivering corporate training and digital marketing services for clients over here, and now we're going to do this thing directly to the consumer through a different channel. Why did you do that? What was the bold move or the decision that you needed to make that kind of?
It was about awareness and brand building. It was 100% about brand building, because if you will ask about us on Ukraine. In Ukraine, everyone knows about us. That yes, guys, we're promo experts, digital marketing academy, we're promo agency, and we have a rather high awareness on Ukrainian markets. At the same time, if you talk about our global approach, who is Anton Voruniuk? Nobody knows this guy. What is the promo? So we're searching for opportunities which were not overcrowded. We were watching on YouTube, on social media, blog writing, but each niche was like really complicated. And we see that educational marketplaces they still have like niche to start. And Udemy is the biggest world marketplace in education. It has 100 million audience per month. It's a really huge number. If we compare, Coursera is 50 million, Skillshare 12 million, but at the same time, they still have a lot of audience. And we decided, let's try to build the funnel we've already built in Ukraine by creating really good educational content and start getting first like cheap product, because on Udemy you can buy a course for $10, any course for $10. Black Friday is coming, so if you want to buy any courses on Udemy for $10, you can go to Udemy and you will find it. But at the same time, it's the beginning to create our own product, which can cost like $300, $500, $1.5K, and so on. And it's like the building of educational funnel, and then getting an educational funnel and creating database that will help us to get again corporate clients and clients for the agency. This is was the
Had you
hypothesis.
had you done it before? Did it work first time? You know, I'm intrigued about this journey from approaching a platform like Udemy that you'd not used before. You know, you know the thing, you know the content, the topic you're talking about, and hey, we're going to go bridge this gap with this niche that we see on Udemy. How did it go when you first started?
As usual, you need to do research. You need to research. So we spent like maybe 3 or 4 months researching. We've bought all courses that we could about how to start on Udemy, how to
Right.
educate on Udemy, how to promote on Udemy, Udemy marketing, and so on. And I'm just was watching, reading articles, communicating with some people, and so on. And we decided to start. So we decided to start. First, we have launched our courses in our native languages. It's a really small competition on Udemy. That's why we are like bestsellers in UFB and so on. And
I
it
see.
was easy to do. And that's why we decided, okay, let's try. We're ready to start to go to a global approach. Let's translate them in English and see how it works.
Amazing. And how's it going now? So when was that, and how is it going now?
It was in the end of 2020. It was after the COVID. It was like fact. And 2021 to 2022, it's like the period where we're working with Udemy. And now we understand that Udemy is strictly closed platform. They don't allow people to push upsales, cross sales. They don't
Right.
allow to push audience to any like paid content. So that's why we are using our online conferences, which we've already done in Ukraine. We started providing online conference for international audience. We have like 5 or 6 conferences in English language for international audience. Udemy allows us to push part of audience there. We are collecting database. We started communication, and now we have first sales for both agency and corporate segment.
So this is a big thing now. This isn't, hey, we're gonna do a couple of videos and put them on Udemy and see how it goes. This requires production and marketing, and you've got
Sure.
a big machine there now to service and to manage. How do you do that? How do you constantly kind of deliver and support this?
We tried to build it as educational business from the first days. I've understood if I will do it by myself, it will be bullshit. So I've decided to take a product manager and marketing manager, and in team like product manager, marketing manager, production, and the native speaker who helps make our English more better. Because I'm not a native speaker, we were discussing with you that your web promo expertise sounds compared with my pronunciation. So if we talk about digital marketing approach that we've got a very small team, like just 2 employees who were working on project plus 2 outsourcing guys, and it was the start. Now when the war started, I need to push part of my team from web from experts from Ukrainian projects to global, because domestic market dropped dramatically and we need to focus on the global approach. So we are now running faster, and this helps us to push some of our courses in Udemy for Business, which is paid corporate subscription of Udemy. On the next month, we will get the badge Udemy instructor partner. It's like Google Premier partner, but for Udemy. So it's also like good things which will help us to move faster and to be more fast and more furious. So this is what we are doing. If we talk about the team, at first it was just 2 person. Now we have 10 employees working on this startup.
Oh wow. Okay, so this is a big deal, and continuously developed new content, new courses.
Sure, we have now 10 courses in production that we plan to publish in this year. I understand that 1.5 months and 10 courses is maybe too ambitious, but at least 5 or 6 we will publish in this year. We have plans now. We have 300,000 students, and our goal till the end of the 2025 is 1 million. We understand that it's possible, and we will get this audience. And if we talk about our goals in each niche and each category, we are doing bestsellers. We are going to get best-selling courses. This is our main goal, but I understand that if we start on Udemy in 2017, 2018, it will be much more easier. Now it's much more complicated, and if we talk about realistic terms, it's about 2-3 years of very, very aggressive work.
I say you mentioned at the start that this was a brand building exercise initially. Yeah. Is it delivering on that?
Yeah, if we talk about right now, it's much more easier to outreach any people. You are not just coming to say, hey guys, we are from Ukraine, we have war, and you need help me, because it doesn't work. Everyone is thinking about his own value. But when you are coming to guys and say, guys, hi, we are digital marketing experts. We have 300,000 students and we have great portfolio. We know what to do and we can help you. It works much more better than just
Yeah.
to tell them I'm no name, or I'm from Ukraine, and just help us because we are from Ukraine. It doesn't work in our case. So we are trying to get the value. And if we talk about value, the beginning, when you are showing your expertise, that you have great audience, it helps much more better.
You're incredibly positive and you seem incredibly calm. So you make this sound incredibly easy to implement. I'm sure it wasn't so. Like, what have you learned along the way, launching a course and a separate business through Udemy? You know, what would you do differently if
I
you
want to
started
say
again?
that it's very interesting when you have three different business on different stages. If we talk about agency, it's a business which is managed by my partners. I'm like face. People know that Anton from WebPromo, and you can start collaboration with Anton. And if something goes wrong, you can come to Anton and say this is not very good, and you can manage it. But at the same time, WebPromo experts, it's 10 years, and we have team, we have processes, we have like a lot of audience. And when you are moving to startup, it's a new big challenge. Honestly, I love it because during this work, we already have like 2 pivots, and I understand that at least 1 pivot we have to do during the next year. And you are searching for MVP first, then you're searching for product market fit.
Sure.
Then you test your target audience, you test different ideas, you try to manage team. So honestly, I love this period, but at the same time, the most valuable is like maybe the 3rd year of the business, the 4th year of the business, when you all get the core of your audience. You are starting getting like feedbacks. For example, this year I visited Web Summit, and on Web Summit I've met some of our students from Web Promo experts who were studying on our courses like 7 years ago, 10 years ago, and there were such conversation. Anton, without your courses, my life was so different. I've started working with you. I've
Amazing.
launched my own business, and so on. And this is how it works. On the
Yeah.
educational business, you understand that you are changing people's life. In agency businesses, you are helping growing other businesses. So this is what help us to work faster and to be more efficient. The understanding that we are doing really great things on agency side, on the educational side.
So I'm sure that some of our audience, other agency owners, have done the maths on the back of a cigarette packet, as we say, and 300,000 members times $10 is a decent revenue line. Is it as simple as that? I'm presuming there's costs and the numbers aren't quite aren't quite the same as that.
Honestly, it doesn't work in the same way. If we talk about Udemy, it's like YouTube with a sponsorship subscription.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
most Udemy main mission is to make the education available for the whole globe. So their mission that you can be in any country, you have less money, few money, but you need to get the possibility to be educated. That's why it's not about just these great sales, but it's also about getting a part of your content for free. So you need to share the content for free to start getting the first audience. This first audience is reviewing you. You are getting reviews. You are getting top on the category. In the category, you get first sales. After you get the first sales, you get more reviews, and it's like a computer game. In this computer game, you are moving slower and slower and slower, because each new stage you have big boss, your competitor, you need to strive with. So if we talk about Udemy model, it's both freemium model and paid model. So if we talk about these 300 students, we have both paid students and students who enroll for free.
Amazing. And how does it now support the agency? The context here is, you know, we have a lot of agency clients. 9 out of 10 agency clients come to us and they say we want some kind of recurring revenue whilst we sleep. We want to deliver a product. You know, we want something that happens over here that generates us revenue. 9 out of 10 of those that want to try fail. It costs a lot of money to develop. particularly if that venture is software, a lot of money to develop. They don't sell the licenses. They then have to kind of support it for the few licenses that they've sold. As you mentioned, it's a separate business. Running an agency, service-based business is very different to kind of a product-based business. So how does it support you now? You mentioned brand building. Do you feel calm about it? Is it a good thing? Is it a pain in the ass to manage?
Yes, it helps us to move faster. It helps us to knock easier and to get more open doors. If we talk about outreach, LinkedIn, outreach, Sales Navigator, and so on, is still our lovable tools we use. But at the same time, you are knocking with exact karma that you are digital marketing expert with like worldwide karma. We are getting first clients. Their educational business started first, and we launched first activities in agency for searching global clients just half a year after the war started, because the first half a year after the war started was really difficult. We need to change process, we need to manage existing clients and so on. And the main accent on getting global clients will be from the beginning of 2023. But now we can say that we have first leads. We have brand, we have karma, and now we need to also connect it in one product market fit.
And presumably the people that are consuming these courses, like you say, over time, they learn the skills, they develop the skills, they become freelancers, they become contractors. Some of them start their own agency. The relationship develops with you, so it's a brand building exercise and potentially, I don't know, an employment funnel or a client funnel for the agency too.
I think that it will work like this. It doesn't work in like this right now because it's startup. But if we talk about Ukrainian example, yes, during these 10 years, we have rather powerful HR brand, because people, when they come to us, they say, yes, we were watching your online conference. We have heard about web promo experts. We were reading your blog. We want to work with you. So you are experts. We want to work with you. And the same, we hope will be work in the global approach.
I think it's fascinating. You know, it's very different. As I say, a lot of our agency clients, when they want to develop this recurring revenue stream, it's software as a service. So this is a completely different model, and you've made it into a big thing. You know, it's working for you. So I think it's a fascinating subject, and doesn't sound an insignificant thing to go and do. It sounds like it's a bit of a leap and requires 3 years worth of work to beat every big boss along that computer game journey. Final question for you. What's the one piece of advice you give? You know, if you were speaking to you 3-4 years ago and you were considering doing this again, what would you tell yourself? What's the one thing you would say to a slightly younger Anton?
I think that it will be start. We had tried to start on Udemy in 2014. It was rather hard moderation. It was not perfect marketplace with a lot of bugs at this moment, and we didn't publish our first course. And if we started in 2014, when the war in Ukraine began, when the Russia annexed Crimea and so on, so when we looked on this marketplace first one time, we already will be the big bosses. And now, as you understand, we need to spend at least three years to get to this position.
Yeah.
So start to try to seek to find and not yield. It was someone of English classics. So you need to start early, and it will get the result.
Excellent. And how can our audience find the course? What do they search for? Do they search for you?
You can just Google Udemy Anton Voruniuk, and you will find this information. If you are also agency and you are interested to create like any educational funnel, we're experts in this side, so don't hesitate. Connect me in LinkedIn, and I will happy to share our experience. Maybe it can be a fruitful collaboration, because in the beginning of the war, we were thinking about giving like franchise to agencies in other countries. We have our own LMS, we have our own portal, all business processes. So if you are interested in such educational activities, I will happy to conversate with you about this.
Excellent. And that's web promo experts is the agency.
Yeah, you can find me on LinkedIn, Anton Voruniuk. You can go to udemy.com and find Anton Voruniuk, and all my contacts are there.
Excellent. Fantastic. Anton, thank you so much for your time. I think it's a fascinating subject.
Thank you for inviting me. I'm really happy to see you. I'm really happy that there are such two guys. I've seen in LinkedIn your joke about here. So today we looks like brothers.
So you had that too. If our audience haven't seen this, when we're recording this on Riverside FM, and when you join Riverside, there's a clever bit of AI that tells you to check your hair, your mic, and your speaker. But for Anton and myself, the word hair was crossed out.
Yeah,
that seems like a waste of artificial intelligence, if you ask me.
Yeah. They do something wrong.
Fantastic. Well, Anton, thank you for your time again.